Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Dawn and today I'm going to be telling you a crazy story of my night out. So I'm a firm believer that anything that can go wrong with me will go wrong with me. Like anywhere I go, stuff will go wrong, and this night that I'm going to tell you about is basically like the literal evidence that you need to know that everything will go wrong on a night out. So I'm going to give you guys a little backstory as to why I was going on this night out, because I want to explain it in depth so you know that everything that could go wrong did go wrong. So I finished college like a couple of weeks ago, and I decided, well, what's a thing you do when you finish college? Well, you go to visit your parents, and that's what I did. And I met up with my friend whose name is Abby, and me and Abby go way back. Like, we used to hang out all the time when we were kids and teenagers, and we used to just like spend like all the crazy like sleepovers, all the crazy nights. Like, we would just always spend those days together. But we didn't go to the same school. It's funny actually, like we met because we were outside and like I fell or something and I was crying on my scooter when I was like really young, and Abby was there and she was like, hey, are you okay? Because she lived like really close to me, so she knew where I lived. She got me home, she got me safe, you know, saved my life. Not really, but you know, she helped me, and that's how we became friends. And it was kind of nice having someone that was outside of your like school life to kind of talk to, because you don't really have the same like problems. Then it's just a new perspective. But when we went to college, Abby decided to stay home, like live at home, and go to a college in a nearby town. And I decided to go to a college which was further away, and I moved out. So that was very sad. But Abby, she went to study art actually. So she decided that I should meet all her friends because they were all really cool and everything. And there was a party in our hometown with one of her people from her college, and that we were all going to go meet up, which was great. We met up, we were gonna get a taxi home. Like, we walked there because it's about a half-hour walk. Like, it's not far, and we were like, yeah, we'll walk, like it's fun. Like, we used to go on these really long walks when we were younger, so we thought this is gonna be great fun. So we walked there, and the party was great. Like, obviously I didn't know anyone, so I was really awkward at the beginning, but Abby made it so much easier, and I met people like a girl called Gwen, a girl called Frida, and a girl called Lucy. There's a bunch of people there, really nice. We all danced, and I met some guy that Abby was really interested in. I believe his name was like, I don't remember his name, but he was really nice as well. So about like halfway through the party, I think it's around midnight, Abby goes and talks to her friend, and he was like, I don't know, I assumed he was a love interest of hers. I don't know if he is a love interest of hers, but basically we will leave that up to them to decide. She went to talk to him, and I was like talking to Gwen and stuff, and I was just, you know, having a good time. But then a bit of time passed, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go and check up on where she is, because I didn't see her with the guy anymore. And I was like, where'd she go? And she actually went. When I went up to the guy, he told me that she went to the bathroom with a girl who was crying. And he also gave me her phone, which, by the way, I have. If you need it back, I have your phone. Yeah, so she went to the bathroom with a girl who was crying. I checked all the bathrooms in the house, and there's no one in them. Like, I waited outside one of them because it was locked. And then a different girl found it and was like, well, that's not you, so... Yeah, I asked her, like, do you know my friend? And she was like, who? It's like, well then. And I couldn't text her because her phone is here. So I was like, if I don't have any way of contacting her, I didn't have the money because she brought the money for the cab. Ha ha ha. Maybe I'm stuck here. I mean, I could have waited around. I did wait around for about an hour. It was about 1:30 a.m. People started to leave, and I was looking around, and like, I feel really awkward. I asked people, like, do you know where she is? They were like, no. And most of her friends, like the people who I made friends with, they lived far away, so it's not like I could get a lift with them anywhere or anything like that. They just lived in a different part completely. So I was like, okay, I'll just walk home. Like, it'll be fine. It's half an hour. We walked here. Like, I'll be okay walking home. And everything was fine, and I was like, you know, just walking. I was about 15 minutes away from my house. I was on this like estate kind of place, like it was like a residential area, and there was two roads. So there was like not two roads. There's two paths, and there was a road. And basically, I was walking on one path, and there was someone walking on the other side of the road on the other path. And he was saying, he was like mumbling or something, and I was like, okay, cool, whatever, weirdo. I'm gonna keep walking. But then I noticed that he like went over to my side of the, like to my path, like he crossed the road to my path. And I was like, I mean, maybe he's just crossing the road because he needs to go somewhere. But then he changed direction, and he was like kind of walking behind me, and I was like, okay, why did he do that? Like, maybe there's a reason, maybe he forgot something, maybe, I don't know. There's always reasons why people will follow you, I guess, you know, maybe they're not following you. My brain was like, yes, that's what's happening, he's not following you, he's just forgot something at this other party or something, I don't know. I was just trying to be rational, you know, and not panic, because I tend to panic a lot and I didn't want to freak out. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to freak out, I'm just going to like pretend everything's okay. But the little brain in me was like, you know what, you should probably speed up your pace and stuff. So I sped up my pace, and then he sped up his pace, and I was like, very creepy. But then he started shouting my name, like he was like, Dawn, Dawn, like he was making fun of my name, and I was like, oh, maybe it's like a guy that I used to like go to school with or something. But he had like a black hood on, maybe it was a she, because it sounded like a guy, but like I don't know, because the way they were saying my name was so like messed up, and like I was like, wait, whatever. Yeah, I ignored that, and I started walking faster because I didn't want to like stop, because they didn't sound nice to me, so I just kept walking. But then they started running, like I could hear them running. They were a good bit behind me at this stage, and they started running. So then I crossed paths to the other path, and I started running, and they started running, and then I just kept hearing them run. And then like eventually I turned a corner, and I don't know how I made it, but I ran so fast. I was so tired. I went and I knocked on my door so hard, and I didn't see them like go around the corner to where I lived. But basically when I arrived home, I was like crying, and I was like freaked out, and I didn't know what was going on, and it was very scary to know that like someone was chasing me, and I didn't know why they were chasing me, probably just to make fun of me, but everything went wrong. Obviously I don't know what happened to Abby, because I have her phone. I literally only came up to my house like about 5 hours ago. Like I've just been here 5 hours, and I'm hoping Abby will come up and get her phone off me soon. I haven't heard from her. I have texted her on Facebook. I don't know where she is. But Abby, if you are missing your phone, I have it. Hopefully she's just tired and still asleep, because God knows I'm tired after that crazy night. Yeah, so everything went wrong that could have gone wrong. The party was great, but I didn't enjoy the whole like scary I'ma die vibes at the end. So that is the lesson of the story, is do not like get stalked. Don't go out without money. Don't lose your friend. Yeah, anyway, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm just chilling. If the camera's like, it's probably moving because it's on my bed, and I wanted to get good lighting because I don't have a lighting lamp thingy majiggy, whatever it's called, like circle thing that makes you look like you're luminous and beautiful and like sharply lit. I just have a window, and my bed seemed like the best option for the tripod. So if you are very wobbly, I apologize.